Bingo!
What's the tour route?
Right up Ventana Hill. Killer views up there, along with our observatory.
And then back down, I assume?
Oh, walking back down's half the fun. It's the getting up there part that needs a little extra horsepower.
Are you sure that thing's safe?
You kidding? Villa Ventana's streets are some of the safest around. You know, besides the deadly and gruesome car accident earlier this evening.
Oh, there was a car accident?
You didn't hear it? It was a block or so that way, toward the hotel. Couldn't tell whose car it was, but I could tell they didn't make it. I thought all the talk about that crosswalk was garbage. Now I'm not so sure.
Do you know a person named Lena?
Lena? Maybe rings a bell. Don't think I've met her.
Okay, thanks. All right, I'll do the tour.
Great. Now, as to the small matter of payment.
I'm strapped at the moment. Any chance I could ride for free?
By any chance, do you mean 0 chance?
No.
Then no.
I'm good for now.
You're missing out. I'm usually booked solid on an evening this nice.
It's just as cluttered as the shelves. A complete mess of books, binders, and historical artifacts. If this room uses an organizational system, I'm not seeing it. Historical documents from the town's early years, letters and contracts and the like. Wonder if they're replicas or the real deal. It's the first construction paper settlers arriving in construction paper Villa Ventana. An old treasure map. Maybe this town used to be a pirate refuge. It's a dusty wax statue of some old leader. The town's founder, maybe. Ugh, it's sticking to my finger. I'm surprised it hasn't melted. It's a badly printed replica of the original town charter. Wait, did they really put "Don't eat the mushrooms" in their founding document? Jaunty.
Restrooms for city employees only.
What? No, I don't need to use the restroom.
Then why on earth did you come in here?
Is this City Hall?
Last I checked.
When was that?
When my shift started about, I don't know, 1,000 years ago.
Has a man named Oswaldo been here recently?
Not recently enough. He's late.
Late?
He checked out a pile of old newspapers from the archives. I made it very clear that he had to return them within 3 days. Haven't seen him since. Cheap bastard probably used them for kindling.
I'm in town for work and thought I'd see the sights.
Uh-huh. And which site were you interested in seeing exactly? The cabinet jammed with unsorted census surveys?
I don't know. The building looked big. Figured there'd be something to look at.
If you're that desperate for something to do, there's a little Villa Ventana museum one room over. Don't bother telling me the exhibits are falling apart. I already know, and I already don't care.
I'm looking for the address of...
Credentials?
I beg your pardon?
All requests from municipal residential data require valid authentication from the requesting party.
I beg your pardon again?
I need proof that you're allowed to view town housing records. So, you got proof or not?
Oh, I, left it at home. I'll be back.
I'm sure you will. Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
Hey there.
What do you got?
Hot dogs.
Anything else?
Things that go on hot dogs?
How eclectic.
Nah, think I'm all out of eclectics.
Selling a lot of hot dogs?
Not yet. Waiting for folks to start stumbling out of the bar. After a few rounds, these things go straight from suspicious to delicious.
You speak the truth. Isn't it about time to wash that apron?
Hell no. Gotta keep expectations low. If I look clean, the hot dogs look even filthier by comparison.
Hey, is there a woman in town named Lena?
Lena? Oh, sure. I don't see her too often. She's a vegetarian.
Do you know where she lives?
Sure don't. Someone over there in City Hall should, though.
Right. Thanks. One hot dog, please.
That'll be $3.50.
I'll, pay you tomorrow?
Then I'll, give you a hot dog tomorrow.
Anything I could take off your hands for free?
Got a few expired ketchup packets.
How expired are we talking?
Sir, that is a very sad question.
Just give me the damn packets. Vino Ventana. If I had any money on me, this would be a great way to lose it. The most worked up you'll ever see adults get over a marble. If you aren't the one loading the dice, they're probably loaded against you.
Cashing in or out?
Cashing out?
Very well. If I could have your chips.
My chips, I must have left them at the table.
I will be here when you return with them, sir.
Hungry House Cafe. Cute. Evening.
Obviously.
Randolph, don't be rude to the wino. He looks like he's had a rough life.
How's the coffee?
Tepid, bitter, and cheap.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Don't be. That's how she likes it. You know a divorce lawyer?
Where would you go? Your mother's?
Encouraging to see at least one person with a book.
Sorry, pal. This whole part of town's under construction.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty major development project.
Tell me about it.
Yes?
My name is Harvey Green, and I'm a salesman with McGinty. I'd love to...
McGinty? I don't recall their ever sending someone out this way.
I believe they haven't, ma'am. I'm here to test the waters, so to speak.
How are the waters so far?
Lukewarm.
Not surprised. Wouldn't say the neighboring towns are known for their readers. You'd like to sell to me, then? Oh, why not, Mr. Graham?
Green.
Bring your samples along tomorrow, and I'll take a look.
I appreciate it, Mrs.
Oh, Pamela's fine.
Pamela. All right, thank you.
Was there anything else?
Move a lot of books lately?
Can't complain. Business can't be that bad when there's no competition.
Only bookstore in town, huh? Great.
Others pop up now and then. They all go under trying to compete with the sweet old lady.
Do you do anything special to bring people in?
Oh, plenty. You'll notice the sale bins for starters. We also have a couple of accomplished authors right here in Villa Ventana. I bring them in for readings and signings and the like. Tomorrow we'll be hosting Paul Frey. Ever heard of him? Real heady type.
I happen to be a bit of an author myself, and,
Oh, you must forgive me. It's been a long day. If you have something for me to read, could it wait until tomorrow?
Oh, right. Certainly.
feel free to browse.
Low price, lower quality books. Of course these are on sale. Never even heard of most of them. Decent selection, but a bit dated. Might actually be able to sell some books here. Tonight, local author Paul Frey reads from his latest novel. Open house today. Charmingly rustic cottage featuring old world charm and new world financing options. Looks like it's closed right now. I don't feel sick anyway.
Evening, sir.
Evening. What is this house?
Sir, you stand at the majestic wrought iron gates of the Villa Ventana Sportsman Society.
The what now?
It's a hoity-toity hunting club.
Can I take a look around the grounds? I'm doing some sightseeing.
At the moment, absolutely not. However, in a few hours' time, the estate will host a soirée that is open to the public. If you care to explore, that will be the ideal and legal time to do so.
Got it. Thanks. Nothing to see beyond here. Hello? Does any house in this town have people in it?
This one does now.
What the
Fosco Moretti, realtor, licensed and accredited. And to whom do I have the pleasure of showing this magnificent piece of real estate?
Oh, I am not in the market for a...
Oh, ho, ho. Everybody's in the market, my friend. Some of us are just standing a little closer to the register. Your name?
Harvey.
Well, I have to say, Mr. Harvey, seeing you here in this immaculately tiled parlor, I see a man of purpose. Am I wrong?
I have a job, if that's what you mean.
Not a job, Mr. Harvey. A calling, a yearning from within. You, Mr. Harvey, you aspire.
I suppose I'm writing a...
An author? My God, I stand in the presence of a modern-day Hemingway.
You know he's still alive, right?
Mr. Harvey, you must agree that every great writer requires an equally great writing environment. Where do you currently do your writing?
I travel a lot for work, so mostly from hotel rooms.
Hotel rooms? Oh, so drab, so utterly lacking in ambiance. No, that won't do at all. What an artist like you needs, Mr. Harvey,
Is a house.
but not just any house.
This house.
This house.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm definitely not buying this house, and I definitely don't want you assuming otherwise.
I understand, Mr. Harvey.
Thank you.
You just need a little more time to see what I see.
Which is?
That you and our sleepy little town are destined for each other. And when you come to that realization, I will be here.
I promise you'll be the first to know.
Questions about the residence, Mr. Harvey?
Why's the house for sale? Did somebody move out?
In a sense.
They died, didn't they?
In every sense.
Foul play?
Hardly. The man was over 90. We were starting to take bets on when he'd keel over.
How's business? A lot of turnover around here?
Just enough to keep me afloat. At least there's no competition. Most of the families in this town have been here for generation upon generation. Newcomers are rather uncommon. Welcome, of course, but uncommon.
Do you know the address of a woman named Lena?
I know the address of most everyone in town, Mr. Harvey. But I fear I can't divulge such information.
Why not?
I am privy to it solely for official property matters. City Hall would have my head were I to violate my sacred realtor's oath. Yes, indeed. Take your time.
I guess the bar is a nice feature.
Much more for you than for me.
What do you mean?
Your torso extends above it, whereas I...
A bunch of picture frames with no pictures.
Ready and waiting to hold and display your most cherished memories.
If I go up there, the realtor will pester me even harder about buying.
Please don't disturb the basket, Mr. Harvey. Those goods are reserved for the buyer, whoever she or he happens to be.
It's a...
Schlegelman upright, yes. Impeccable eye, Mr. Harvey. What gave it away? The understated, perfectly joined paneling? Or the iconic front legs?
I was just going to say it's a piano.
Ah, indeed it is, Mr. Harvey. Indeed it is.
Ooh, oven's seen better days.
Works just the same. Heat is heat, after all.
I suppose that's true. The usual kitchen equipment.
I'm afraid that's locked. And empty.
If it's empty, why's it locked?
Well, at the previous open house, a devilish little girl hid in there and promptly fell asleep. Had half the town out looking for her when she popped out looking right as rain.
Someone left some lotions and cologne here.
Guilty. A realtor must look and smell his best.
Closet looks a little small.
An optical illusion, Mr. Harvey, I assure you. This closet features no fewer than 200 cubic feet of space. I was almost inclined to list it as a second bedroom.
I guess you have more experience with closet sizes than I do.
You flatter me, sir.
About this closet.
The largest you've ever seen, wouldn't you say?
I'm not so sure. I don't think I could fit much in there.
A skeptic. I respect that. Allow me then to demonstrate. Just one side of this closet can house a full-bodied man such as myself, with space to spare. I'm telling you, Mr. Harvey, if this closet were any larger, I'd swear it was a gymnasium. What in the... Mr. Harvey, the door appears to be jammed. Could I trouble you for assistance?
Uh-oh, it's really stuck.
Not to worry. Very common with these older units. Try sliding this into the latch, would you please?
It's not working. Hold tight. I'm gonna go get help.
Oh, all right. Please do hurry, Mr. Harvey. Spacious though it is, I fear I failed to inspect this closet for
bugs and such.
I'll just cut my photo off the back cover. I have plenty more copies of this thing. I'm not much for cigars, but a cigar cutter might come in handy. It's a sticky wax statue of a town historic figure. Your pointing days are at an end, I'm afraid. A match isn't enough to melt it. The umbrella's holding the door closed. I've stuck the wax to the back of the photo. I'll consider it a minor miracle if this fools anyone.
Welcome back to Purgatory.
Found my badge. It was under my bed.
Hand it over. Was that really so hard? Now, what was it that you even needed?
The address of a woman named Lena.
Last name?
Not sure. The telegram with the requisition was smudged.
Typical. Just a moment. It's always something with these guys. Where the hell was that binder? Lucky for you, there's only one Lena in our records. You have a map? There you go. And hey, what a coincidence, it's finally quitting time.
Wait, which side of the street is... Never mind, I'll figure it out. Oh, I should have held on to that umbrella. I better hurry. This has to be the place. Seems obvious now that I'm here. I don't see anyone around, including the sheriff. Time to get some answers. Hello? Lena? No one's here, as usual. Lena? Drafty and unremarkable. This looks new, at least compared to everything else in here. Another radio. Could it show me what happened in here? Only one way to find out. Now, where are you, Lena?
Let me go! I can't help you! I see strands. It's something. Something's coming. Something's coming to kill us all! Harvey! Help!